How did you first discover what really mattered to you as a leader? Was there a moment or experience that maybe helped you define your values?
I love that question. I was thinking back to that time and going, did I have a role model? And the reality is, I didn't when I was a younger leader. And I actually had somewhat the opposite. I had a leader whom my values absolutely were a mismatch from that individual. Sometimes I believe you find out more about yourself through the lack of alignment than you oftentimes do when somebody matches who you are. And so it really led me to think about why I was not matching with that individual and what I truly needed in order to feel authentic in how I was doing my work. And I went through a bit of my own values exercise and was looking at others in the organization who I could potentially emulate in some way. In the end, I found my own voice. I found my own style and, leaned into that and became more curious. And what I ended up finding is that individuals were then coming to me for my influence instead of going to my leader, almost as like this individual is somebody who I feel more comfortable in finding that guidance from and finding that coaching from. So it kind of became somewhat of if only I'd had, the opportunity to do the LPOV exercise that I have recently done, with Blanchard and really kind of honed in on exactly what my values were. It was more informal at that time, but it definitely became a really instigating force for me as to who I wanted to be as a leader. And frankly, it was kind of the opposite of who this individual was who was leading me.